Good morning, everybody. Over the last year or so, I've been seeing a lot of these telescoping lanterns and lights pop up online, and then just recently, Ogery reached out to me to see if I wanted to review theirs. So in this video, we're going to check out this light from Ogery. First off, if you put telescoping light into Amazon, you're going to see a ton of results, with the prices ranging from probably around $50 to about $200. The most expensive I've seen is from Devos, which I think is the most well-known name brand of these. I used to want a Devos, but this 2,200 lumen light from Ogery is currently on sale for $64, and the Devos 2000 lumen light is $250. I'm definitely not spending $200 on one of these. All right, let's take a closer look at the light. It is actually removable from this telescoping stand, and it can act as a telescoping light, a lantern, or a flashlight. It has 3 separate lights that can fold out and be rotated in any direction. When you turn it on, it has 3 modes plus the flashlight. Each mode can be set to 3 different levels of brightness and a strobe light. On the bottom, there are magnets as well as a hook, so you can hang the light like a lantern. And then, of course, this is the screw hole, so you can attach it to the included stand. The telescoping stand can range from about 29 to 78 inches tall, which means it can stand as tall as about 6'5". This is one downside compared to the Devos 2000 lumen light, as theirs can telescope up to 10 feet tall. The legs for the stand come out like this, and then it's got these clasps to raise or lower it. One awesome feature is that the 10,000 milliamp hour battery also doubles as a charger, so you can plug into the USB and charge your devices using the battery from the light. The website states the battery will run the light on low power for 22 hours of runtime and about 6 hours on the highest brightness. I can't speak to the exact numbers, but I have not had the battery die, and I just try to keep it charged in between camping trips. Of course, this video wouldn't be complete without me showing you some clips of it in the dark, but before we get there, I'm just going to give you some of my overall thoughts. First, for the pros, I haven't had it for very long, but so far it's worked very well. I like how bright it is, and I like that you can rotate the lights in any direction. I also love that it has the flashlight option, which makes it more versatile. I love that it can be used on the stand, but I also love that it has this hook, so it can be used on my truck or my tent as a lantern. Lastly, I love that it can double as a charger. I always have a portable power station with us, but it never hurts to have an extra just in case. For the cons, there are just a few things that could make it better. For some reason, it doesn't mention this on Amazon, but it is on their website that it says it's IPX4 waterproof, which means it should be able to withstand light rain, but I wouldn't feel comfortable intentionally leaving this out if I knew it was going to rain. I wish the stand just went a little bit taller. Again, it does go up to 6'5". I'd love to see it go up to 8 feet tall. And lastly, this is the most important negative to me. I really wish it had a remote. What I would love is for us to be able to get to camp, set up the light, and then if we're sitting around the campfire away from the light, just be able to turn it on with a remote from my pocket. What I see myself using this the most for would be having it set up by the truck, by our tent, so that way when we're going to climb in bed at the end of the night, we can have the light on. But if we get to the campsite and it's still light and we're setting everything up, I don't want to have to just keep it on, or, if it's getting dark, then do I have to walk over to turn it on? I just wish there was a remote so I could just turn it on when I felt like I needed it. Overall, I do think it's a great alternative to Devos. Even the 1200 lumen light from Devos is $175, I think, and I just couldn't justify myself spending that much money for one of these lights. Based on my initial use of this lantern, there would be no reason for me not to recommend it. I'm going to end this video with some footage of the light. Please subscribe.